You're receiving a refund of a game you pre-purchased, Ghost of Tsushima. The publisher of this game, so that's Sony, is now requiring a secondary account to play portions of the game. That's the multiplayer. And this account cannot be created from your country. So Steam is now refunding Ghost of Tsushima on PC. If you just wanted to play the solo mode, the single player, the story, which is what 90% of the people will want this game for, okay? Don't get me wrong. I really liked the multiplayer of this, but the extreme vast majority are getting this for the single player. These people can't even play the single player because their country doesn't have PSN for a multiplayer mode that maybe they're not even interested in.
Yeah, and you know the thing is, this would be his first time ever playing it if he got it. He would have been so fucking excited.
This goes back to the whole thing of Sony wanting to tap into more demographics by going to PC market.
Yep.
But you're not, because you're trying to go after the same people, just that have different hardware as well.
Yeah.
Yep. So you just want the PlayStation people to buy your game twice.
This is so dumb, man.
As a business thing, it makes no fucking sense. You get to go to your shareholders and say, "Oh, we got 100 new PlayStation accounts." Would you rather that or fucking thousands of players fucking playing your game now because they can just have their Steam account? That looks a lot fucking better than, oh, look at my 50 brand new PlayStation accounts we made.
I am very curious to know what that temporary CEO thinks of this, because he was the one saying, dude, we need more PC.
Yeah, his hands are quite tied for someone who's supposed to be a CEO, Chief Executive Officer of the company.
Ghost of Tsushima's PC port has been delisted in nearly 200 countries and territories. See, when you just say countries, people get mad when you don't include territories. 200 countries and territories! There you go.
Yeah.
Without PSN access, even though most of the game won't require a sign-in. And that's the problem right there. It's like, even if you just wanted the single player, too fucking bad.
Still fucking insane. Dude, you know who would be really interesting to listen to? Steam Valve workers. They must be sitting back just going, fuck you, Sony. Because the amount of extra work they would have to do as well.
Sending out all these refunds and shit.
Yeah.
You're on overtime this weekend processing refunds.
You know what's crazy? You know what's the crazy thing? All the people who go like America hoorah, well, guess what? You can't even play this game in certain parts of America because of that whole territory section. Yeah, Puerto Rico, U.S. Virgin Islands, Guam, places that are part of the United States citizens.
Well, I know it's not America, it's European, but Skirmitar, he was talking about most of the people he plays Helldivers with no longer can.
Yeah.
Because of where he is.
And for him, it's like, well, you just lost everyone you're playing with. So even if you're in a country that you can still play the game, what's the point of playing when it's a cooperative game and all the people who were playing it with you can't?
Yeah, fucking wild. And Ghost of Tsushima, at least as of right now, is set to come out in about 3 days. All right? 3 or 4 days, depending on where you are. And now they're already issuing all these refunds and shit.
It's not good.
It's a shame, because this is a fucking great video game, man. But it just seems like they
One of
just
the
managed to suck out. I'd say it's the best PS4 game. It was the best game of that generation, man.
Yeah.
Yep.
And it goes back to what we've been saying, though. Another dub that they already won. They already won this game. All they had to do was port it to PC and get another easy fucking dub. But no, they had to complicate it and take an L. How the fuck do you take an L with Ghost of Tsushima? What the fuck?
Again, they love doing it, snatching defeat from the jaws of victory. It's like you have it within your grasp and you just start fumbling the ball.
Dude, you could have doubled the sales for this game easily, bro. Easily.
The game is great, and you only need to make a PSN account to access the OK multiplayer. It's not like y'all don't make accounts to play every other game anyway. Oh, we're back at this. These people always get fucking destroyed. I love it.
Yeah.
Ghost of Tsushima is better than GTA 5 and basically everything EA and Ubisoft was released in over 5 years. But no one is complaining about making an account to play those games. This dude just destroys them. You can make an EA or Ubisoft account anywhere.
Yep.
Yeah.
That's a good point right there.
Anyway.
Sure thing. Now tell this to Sony. They delisted in 2/3 of the world and forcefully refund all purchases. Because you forgot to flip those red band switches on countries and regions that can't use PSN. But he's completely forgetting the point. It's like, yeah, but people that don't have PSN in their countries can't even do the single player.
Yep. We're just trying to allow fucking countries that couldn't play it, right, because it was a PlayStation exclusive. Like, we just want them motherfuckers to experience. Especially something like Ghost. You know, if it was Last of Us, I'd be like, trust me, y'all aren't missing out much.
Yeah.
You ain't missing out much.
Actually, that's funny. Imagine if instead of Ghost, they pulled this shit with Last of Us and everyone was just like, cool. Your terms are it'd be that meme. Your terms are acceptable.
You know what? We ain't actually missing out on too much, lads, here. But since it's something like Ghost, that is a fucking fantastic game. It kind of
honestly, I'd probably be just as mad because you'd be looking at it going, all right, you're pulling on Last of Us. What else are you going to do?
Yeah, at the time you would be, yeah.
Well, here's the thing: all the people who are are going to buy the new Last of Us game already have PS5s and shit, anyways, because they're the only ones buying the Last of Us in the first place.
See, the whole, pretty much everyone's just being like, nah, fam, Series better.
Which is crazy, right? Usually, I'm surprised it's not actually more Sony ponies.
I think people are just
PSN is only required for multiplayer. Well, that's assuming you live in a country that has PSN.
I know, fucking stupid.
I think we're also going to see this backfire on other devs. You know, like Ubisoft, like Rockstar, other devs that have their own launcher that force you to use it to launch your game, even though you purchase it on Steam. Like if they have their own store, like if you could purchase a game on the Ubisoft launcher or on Steam, fine.
Yep.
That's okay for them to operate their own store and operate their own launcher like that. But to then try to circumnavigate Steam when you buy a game on Steam, I think it's scummy, and I think maybe this will force some of these devs to start changing things a bit.
Yeah, Lethal, you pointed it out, like underlining it in the Steam chat there, and Forbidden Ruin and Descendant have been saying it in the chat as well. This just makes a great incentive for piracy. Just pirate the fucking game if it's going to be like this. If you really, really, really want to play it, at least it won't cost you much money. I don't know.
And a game like Ghost is something people would want to own.
It is glorious, man. The experience that you can get with that game. Top it off, it's got Kurosawa mode. Freaking black and white, grainy screen. You can get like this gorgeous experience out of it. I was hoping to play that game as a playthrough first time on my streams, but nope, not anymore. Not gonna fucking follow through with this bullshit. Fuck that.